Welcome back. So this time, I did a little bit of work. I was having so much fun that I kept doing some work behind the scenes. And if we take a look here, we're actually now level 7. And we have $23,000, which is only a little bit more than what we had before. So what did I spend my money on? Well, level 7 gets you mud tires for these trucks, and also gets you the fuel add-on for this truck. So we added that. As you can see, our Kodiak in the swamp is missing, and that's because we recovered it and turned it into a fuel truck. And then I did this mission, this contest, the 5 times, which is how I got some experience and levels and money, which is basically you take 2 consumables from the farm up this path, essentially going this way here. And if you cut through down this way is the easiest way. Take it over to the drilling site. That's about 3 minutes. Maybe 3.5. And you can do that with the Fleet Star and highway tires. So you're fine. So I would suggest if you're playing in either regular mode or hard mode, it's definitely worth doing that a few times. Get some levels, get some money. And then I also did this one 5 times, which is 2 pieces of wood to here, and then 1 piece of wood to about this corner in town, and then another one up to this house. And you do that 5 times. That one was about 4 minutes. But the drive back was a little better, because you end up just going from here to here when you're done. So it was pretty quick to get those done. Got that taken care of, and then we also went over to the Smithville Dam and just did what I said I was going to do, which is get rid of some of the remedial tasks out of the way. So there's like a rock slide right here. And you can see my GMC is sitting right here with that long trailer as well. But you clear this rock slide just so you can get down to other areas. Here's our Kodiak. This is our fuel trailer for this zone. And then this way is a very expensive fuel station, but there's also a rock slide right about here. And that allows you to get down to this part of the map. And then I also went down here, where is, oh, it's in the garage. I brought it back to the garage. So there's kind of a muddy area here that you can get across with some winching in the Fleet Star. And that's what I did, is I went across here, and there's this trailer is actually over back in this corner, and it has the 2 pieces of wood required to rebuild this bridge. So I had some fun. I was having a good time. And then this is Smithville Dam. And if we take a look, here is Map Runner. So if we zoom in a little bit, obviously here's the dam, here's the garage. We can see some upgrades on the map here, watchtowers. A lot of upgrades on this map that are actually really nice to get. There's a swamped vehicle down there that we'll eventually get. And then there's another vehicle over here that we're going to eventually get. And a couple other things obviously on this map, but it's a really neat map. But if we look, this is, like I said, this is, I'm sorry, this is what I was looking for. This is the resupply zone. So this is the first of these on hard mode. So like that trailer that's at the garage in Black River, we could bring here and fill it up so that we could replace the tires in it and replace the repair points in it. So if you ever need to find one of these, when you're looking on the map runner, just look for that red mark, and that will show obviously where your resupply zone is. These, like this for example, is a repair zone which will repair you, and I don't know if these work on hard mode. So we're going to find that out sometime down the road. But like I said, our goal today is going to be to do some scouting. So if we go back to Black River, here is our Black River map. So this is King of the Hill quest, which we're going to do. So that's goal number 1 today. We're going to go up here, unlock this watchtower, and then there's another quest called Local Entertainment. We're going to do that one. And then this is one of those repeatable 5 times quests, and I've never done this one before. And when we get there, I'll tell you why, and we're going to do it. So that's the plan. So let's jump right in. If I can get going. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. So we're going to take this freshly equipped with mud tires truck. I did throw the Snowrunner gearbox in this truck. And the only reason I did is because this one's at the... It happened to be still at the garage. So what the Snowrunner gearbox gives you is down here on the right, bottom right, there's the high gear, which is what I'm in right now. Keeps you going a little slower, but it also keeps you at a constant speed, which works really nice. And if you notice on the bottom left, we're using a very little amount of gas, even with all-wheel drive on. So this is why I like this gearbox, is it kind of slows you down. And then there's also 3 low gears. There's like a low plus, which goes a little faster, and a low minus, which goes a little slower. So it's definitely a very versatile scout gearbox. And then there's an off-road gearbox for the larger trucks that does the same thing. And that's what we're going to be going for in future episodes. We're going to be getting all the upgrades on these maps, trying to get some of the vehicles, and we are cleared to go. So we can just do nothing but scouting for a little while. But today's episode is going to be checking out these areas. And I have done a couple of these quests already, but like I said, that scouting quest, that's the timed one, I've never actually done, so we're gonna have to take a look at it and kind of plan a course is my plan of action. It's like a 10-minute, I looked it up, it's like 10 minutes, almost 11 minutes that you have to complete it. So I don't know how many times I'm gonna do it. But the biggest thing that I'm not really looking forward to is you have to be in cab. You have to use the in-cab view, which I normally don't like using. Alright, so this first quest is actually just straight up this hill. If we take a look here, it's up this windy off-road trail that goes all the way up to the top of the peak, so it's kind of a neat scout quest. This truck can definitely do it, especially with these tires now. This is the best tires you can buy for it. But just need to stay slow so we don't tip. And that is another reason why I equipped this one with the Snowrunner gearbox. And what I'm going to try doing a little bit later, might try just turning off the mic and turning some tunes on and speeding it up a little bit. There's some real slow stuff in here and a lot of traveling back and forth, and it's not really sure if I want to cut it and have me appear over in that area, or we might just do something a little fun and speed up the video. So this is ooh, it's not crash. So I also repaired this vehicle. I caved after last episode, kind of smashed in the whole side of it. Front end was messed up. I was missing a headlight, and that was really the thing that drove me over the edge. Was it's going to be night again. I'm going to need headlights. I think it's still technically shows some light. Okay, what am I stuck on? So even if you have both lights broken, I think it still kind of works, but I don't know. Cosmetically, I'd rather just have it fixed. So we're going to be careful. Try and not smash this thing up too much, but we do have the Scout still out where we left it. It has not made its return trip back to the garage for another tire upgrade. And I was kind of kicking myself a little bit after doing those upgrades, doing those runs to get some money and experience, because I realized immediately that I could upgrade the tires again. So I lost a little bit of money again in the transition, but it's okay. I think the most dangerous thing on this path is really sharp turns and the rocks, because the rocks like to bounce you around. All right, we made it to the first one, and let's get turned around. We'll head downhill. Our next path, and where I'll talk to you again. Let's just kind of mark a path here. We need to essentially go down this way. Wonder if I can get through here. I don't know if I want to risk it. I think we'll just go down the normal way. Might be able to sneak down here, but let's just go normal path. We have the fuel. Alright, so I will meet you back right around here. Okay, we are back. So let's shut the engine off. We made our trip, and I'm going to... Oh, I wanted to turn the engine off. Let's just do a quick refuel. So we have only 11 gallons in this roof rack, so we're basically going to use it all up right now. Oop, everything but 1 gallon. But that's okay, because that's enough to get up here. We're going to follow this path up this hill, get this, and then our... wherever it is. So we could come down, go back to the gas station and fill up, which we might do. Probably not a terrible idea. And then we can head up here to the Scout, meet the Scout. So that's basically going to be the next step. So let's head up this hill. That's one thing, if you saw there, the engine's stalling. If you have it in high gear and you're stopped, you need to pull it out of high gear. You can only engage that high gear while you're moving. So, God, this is nice and muddy up here. These are fun quests, though. I definitely like the scouting aspect of the game. It kind of fulfills that exploration. Get you the upgrades, get you the vehicles. And then the tasks are what, get you your experience and contracts. So the next season was announced today, October 19th. So if you're watching this in the future, it's probably already out. But coming up in a couple of weeks, season 11, taken to Scandinavia. 2 new vehicles. There's a Burlak, which is the interesting one. The 6x6 Scout that's gigantic. The tires are like 69 inches. And it's somewhere of a cross, from what people are saying. It's a cross between the 2 best Scouts that you find on that map. So I'm definitely going to be doing that on my normal save. That's obviously not going to be if I follow the maps in order, which I might do, I might not do. I haven't decided that yet. I'm not opposed to jumping around a little bit. Now, I do want to. The goal is to complete a map before I move to the next one, because hard mode will cost money to transfer. But I think we're going to maybe go and skip maps a little bit, get some other maps done, just because I'm kind of interested in the other maps, and there's some that are more in order of difficulty that would be nice to have some of the other vehicles. Alright, so let's get turned around here in a safe manner. Okay. Let's turn the engine off and kind of plot our course. So I don't think it's safe to get through here. Like, even if I were to cut down through here, I think it gets pretty steep, so we should just follow the path down. Just to be safe. This we can cut. I don't know if you saw when we were going, but I jumped a point and had to delete it. Sometimes that happens. I was like, I can make it down that. Alright, so we're going to stop at our big extra fuel tanker. Now this fuel tanker's got much less fuel in it now, because that's where I filled up the Kodiak. Once I recovered it and put the fuel tanker add on it, I drove it up here, filled it up. The other thing that you can do is you can fill this one up with it, or fill up the fuel tanker on a spare vehicle with this one, and then go and turn in this quest right away, which is at this gas station. So that's what I'm going to do later for the second one that I do. So that's the plan. We're going to go down to the gas station, and then we are going to head our way back up to this vehicle, to the Scout, and then we will be back. So let's speed it up. All right. Here's our scout right where we left it. Let's hope it's got all its fuel in it. I hear there's a fuel bandit on these maps. All right, so what we're going to do is swap to the scout. Because add-ons like the stuff on the roof you can't use unless you're in the truck. So kind of interesting. But all right, so we're just going to give this one 4 gallons. We'll leave this one right where it is just to fill it up. And this is going to be our start of the truck. I didn't want to start the truck. Kind of our mobile fuel for the moment. They're both about equally good at doing this next quest, but so what I'm going to do, we're sort of in a bad spot to get up there, so we're just going to take this path up, and this is kind of what you have to do, is just do that, and then when we get into this area where there's more road, we can kind of adjust this line. So let's go ahead and head up that way. Thought a little bit more about the logging missions as well. Probably still going to do them, but again, like I said, I'm going to do them definitely at the end. Might see bits and pieces of them, might speed through them, might use the long bed or low saddle sideboard bed trailer trick to deliver a bunch of them at once, but I do want to do it because it is a money thing, but it's also a lot of experience. You get a ton of experience from doing those. So going into the next map that we go into, you know, somewhere in the area of level 20, let's say, will definitely have value. There's some trucks you can buy around the level 20 area that are pretty good. Okay, so let's just get onto this flat spot up here. Take a look at our path. We can't really adjust it yet, but I know it's somewhere over here. We gotta keep going until we can turn left. Now we're going to be doing this next one in the evening. So the other reason I brought this truck is yesterday I mentioned that there is a barrel quest, and that's what we're going to go do. And that barrel quest has one barrel that's in some really deep water. And it kind of sucks to do at night, but this is actually the items for this quest that's been sitting in my log. But this has got the snorkel, so we need the snorkel to do this quest. So that's why we brought this truck. But yeah, these items are for that fine drilling spare parts. Can't talk today. I should probably get this. You know what? We are gonna get that because we gotta come up here anyhow for the other quest. So let's turn around. We gotta go here and get the quest first, or the task. Come on. So yeah, let's veer this way to the factory. We'll get the quest, and then we will come back and get that watchtower. This is a neat area. So this is that other quest as well that I'm going to kind of just swing by so we can take a look at it. That's going to be the last thing we do today, and I might do that with the scout. Might take this thing home after we're done knocking barrels over, if we don't need to use the scout to come help it out. It's possible this thing is going to get stuck or maybe even tipped. Alright, so this is... I'm just going to discover it so we can look at it in the map function. once you discover it like that, you can actually like look at it and see what it is. And I'm assuming it's also 5 times we can do that one, but again, I don't know if I want to do this one 5 times. I'd have to probably bring a fuel truck up this way. Because even with all the extra fuel, the scout's not going to have enough to do it 5 times. The other repeatable quests, I had fuel trucks that I could fill up in between each one, or every other one. This is another neat area. So this factory will have a very large trailer in it. And this is the first of many in this game that have you do a very long haul of something very big. So you got to use like a high saddle and some truck that has a lot of power. As soon as we get into the factory here, you'll see it. And those missions are really fun. Those I definitely plan on showing to you. I mean, obviously there's other people out there that have done them, but look at this big thing. This big trailer back here. That's covered by all the mission markers. There you go, now you can see it better. So that, you gotta haul all the way to the drilling site, I believe, is this one. Oh, that's my turn in. Not the one that I want. But, yeah, it's a neat quest. You gotta bring up something very powerful up here to tow that thing. Alright, so here's our quest. We're just gonna take a look at it. So as you see, there is one that's sort of in some water down here. But yeah, we're gonna head up here, get this watchtower, and then we'll start getting these ones. And then that'll be probably the last one we do, just in case we get stuck really bad and need to bring another vehicle. So that's my plan for these. Got plenty of fuel. Should at minimum be able to do this quest and get ourselves back to the scout. If not, all the way back to the gas station. This is also some tricky off-roading. There's a lot of really steep hills you have to go up and weird angles that can tip you real easy. And there's also... Oop, I'm going the wrong way. Some rocks you have to kind of climb over. Again, kind of gives you that feel of real off-roading. And the log missions, like I said, while the log missions are fun and kind of give you a really long activity to do, I think these ones are a little more fun. This kind of stuff is more fun. Okay, so yeah, just up this hill where we were headed before, we're gonna get that watchtower. And then the objective of this is to actually knock over a set of barrels. Thus the name of the task, Local Entertainment. I always like doing this quest though. I think that last set of barrels is easier to do at night. Because you can see there is sort of a spot in the water that's a little more shallow that's easier to get through, and I don't remember where it is, but it's easier to see at night with your headlights. So hopefully we stay night. And then the next, for sure the next episode, we'll be doing some scouting in Smithville Dam. Getting watchtowers, getting more upgrades. There's going to be an upgrade for this truck. An upgrade for the other scout. Quite a bit. A couple new vehicles. One that is sort of the workhorse. One of the workhorses of this map. Of this set of maps of Michigan. In my opinion. If you don't use mod trucks or DLC trucks. And again, I'm a big proponent of, if you have the DLC and you want to use it from day one. That's fine. You paid money for it. The game is meant to have fun. Okay, so this first one I'm gonna get is actually on these rocks. I turned all-wheel drive off for some reason. I gotta get up on these rocks and then get over here. We're gonna go into the slower low speed just to be safe. Don't want to fall off of these. One of the things I did not buy in my spending spree was the autonomous scout winch. Still have not bought one yet. I don't, okay. Let's get down off of this. Alright. Try that again. Try that approach again. You gotta knock down all three. Okay, so we're good. Let's not steer off of this. That was sketchy. All of these are like this too. Kind of a challenge to get. It's fun though. It's a fun quest. Alright, so let's get down off of this safely. So this next couple, if I remember... let's take a look here quick. Now we can see everything. Okay, I can turn right here. I think this is one of the hard ones. You either have to back up a really steep hill or forward up a really steep hill, and then, yeah, this is it. And then back down. And it's, let's just say it's a little scary. Because you gotta go straight when you come back down. Going up is not the hard part. Coming back down is the hard part. This is the one I'm most scared of tipping. It kind of has a bit of a ledge here that you tilt to the left just like that. Alright. We knocked it over. So I don't think I can turn around up here, so we're just going to go really slow backwards. I'm going to turn the camera around. Actually, I can go with the parking brake on. Never realized that. That's a whole lot safer. Just force the parking brake. Okay. Kinda worked. We gotta turn a little bit. This is kind of where you could tip. Use that rock, smash into it a little bit. Okay, we are down safely. The next one, I can't get up this, so I gotta go around. So we're gonna go like here, here, there. There's one. There's another one. Like that. Okay. Ooh, let's not tip. In these low gears, it's kind of jerky, so you gotta be a little careful. Ooh, I bent the bumper. See, I should have just left it damaged. It's already all smashed up again. It was only $1,500. I'm going to use that as justification. If you see in the bed, too, I did buy that little bit of repair parts, a spare wheel. There's some spare wheels on the top and some fuel. So if this thing takes some irreparable damage, it is now repairable, which is kind of why I did that. So this one's on some more rocks, too, if I remember. Yeah. Just got to be careful going up and down again. Kind of tilty in here. Let's get down off of here. Okay. Looking good. Except I don't really want to do this backwards. Don't really want to do this backwards. Let's try and turn around. There goes the front end again. Okay. Perfect. Almost. With the exception of more damage. Okay, so I gotta carefully get over this edge. Not let it tilt us to the left. And then in here is the last one, and then we back up and sort of go down that path to the left there. And it is still night. Actually, I can just turn around in here. Yeah. That one was a lot easier. Oh, come on. I should have known. This is the beater. I think that's the worst part about the damage. Like, you would think if you're putting repair parts, that's what it's called, is repair parts, on this to fix it, that the repair parts would be replacement parts, so then you would no longer have dented fenders and dented grills. And mind you, repairing in the garage repairs everything, including the body as well. But that's the only way to repair the body, is to pay the full price. Alright, so this is the one in the water. We're going to try and see the shallow spot. I don't remember. This is kind of hard to get to, too, if I remember. It's pretty muddy. Pretty muddy back here. Stay to the edge. Except it looks kind of tilty. I'm just going to go really slow. I should probably use up my excess fuel, too. Alright, so let's refuel. Alright, no more extra fuel. Alright, so I can see it there. There's like a little island in the water. You have to go through the water and then get on the island. There is sort of a shallow path. Just don't remember where it is. Like I said, you can kind of see it with your headlights on, so it's good that it's like the dark of night. I think if you go around the left, maybe? Let's see. There is some trees you can hook onto to winch yourself back up out of here. But they are all these, like, weak trees that fall over just like that. Okay, I see it already. I'm pretty sure, yep. So yeah, if we stay either, like, right here, like, by this log, or if we hug this left area, it looks like that's the shallowest. Let's try the one to the right. I think the one to the right looks maybe a bit more shallow. Ooh, there's another one too. Yeah, see how you can see it in the water with your headlights? That might even be better than the first one. That's right, we're gonna go this way. So yeah, if you see how deep we are, the mud tires that I got on this thing definitely are helping. But the Scout is a little shorter and does not have... Ooh, hey, we're 8. Oh, you know what that means? That means we can get off-road tires for the big trucks. I kind of assumed that we were going to be able to do that anyhow. That's pretty good, though. When we get done with scouting, we will be able to do some tire upgrades even more. We're going to be pretty short on money, though. So we might do only 1 or 2. Till we get a chance to start cranking out some missions. Alright, we made it. So let's get this thing out of here. Safely. And that is... basically just follow this path and then follow the path down. Okay, perfect. Alright, we are going to take this thing all the way to the... Should I take it all the way to the garage? No, I think we're going to take it just to the fuel station. Because we might not be back here for a while. We're going to be taking both of these scout vehicles over to Smithville Dam when we're done. You know what? We're going to leave this vehicle up here, though. Just in case I tip the scout. Because we are going to do this meteorology data quest. Contest. So yeah, I think we're going to just... I think it's like somewhere... I believe the quest takes you sort of to these towers, like this tower, I think, maybe. Or this tower. No. Where is it? Where's that one that we passed? This one. This is one of them, I think. This is a meteorology tower up here, up top, right here. Where that fence was that we crossed. Is there another one? That one, maybe? They're down in this area. So basically, I'm just gonna park it somewhere down here. In fact, let's just make a mark, like... I don't know. Somewhere out of the way. Like right there. Do one of these. Do one of these. Do one of those. Okay, that works. All right, we'll be back. All right. Let's give this thing a... Got about half fuel left. Turn off the engine. Turn the lights off, because why not? I don't think it matters. There's not battery level. The good news is we are coming up on daytime, so by the time we get up here, I will not have to do this quest in the night. So that's going to work out quite well. Alright. Let's get up here, and then we'll talk about this quest. We'll take a look at it. Again, this is a first for me, so we're doing I've looked at it before, but I said there's no way I'm doing that. I don't want to. However, to be complete in this zone, you do need to do this. And this is a scout quest. This is scout only. I suppose you could probably do it with like a very powerful like Taiga off-road truck, but it's definitely a scout task. Got plenty of fuel. We're gonna fill up when we get there. And we're going to have to probably drive somewhat aggressively, and I do not have the Snowrunner box in this yet. So that's going to be a thing. This is going to be a challenge, without a doubt. I said the biggest thing is just navigating, getting up and down the hills while in cab view, where you can't like see where your tires are going to be, and then possibly tipping or going too fast, but you don't want to go too slow because there's a time limit, and you want to get gold. Like, you don't want to not get gold because you have a limited amount of tries at it, and if you don't get gold, it's okay. However, you kind of want to just get gold because it gives you the most experience and the most money. Okay, let's get up this hill. That's the other thing too. So when you're in cab, you can't see if you're slipping. You can only see if you're not moving. Like when you're out, you can obviously see your tires, you know, either stopped moving or they're slipping. So I'm going to have to just do it by feel, or in this case, like if we're not making any forward progress, I guess. It's going to be interesting. Okay, so we're going to get by the quest, but then we're going to just take a look at the map. We'll shut the engine off. I just kind of want to plot out a course before we even accept the quest. Alright, let's just park right on top of it. Get ourselves pointed in a general outward direction. Probably that way, be my guess. Alright, let's fill up. Get everything ready. Plenty of fuel. Okay, so this quest, come on, is here. Alright, so yeah, it is this one. Oh, this one way over here. Oh, that would probably work. This is really muddy this way, so I don't want to go this way, but that'll be the last one then. So yeah, let's figure out. Let's go to this one first. We're just going to go like this, and then we'll kind of adjust our course around it. Okay. So what if we... Looks like we can go down this way. That's probably the fastest way. Okay, so let's plan on going this way. Kind of around this. That way. This way. I'm going to need lots of dots. We're doing this, as you see here, cockpit view required. No recovery, no truck change. So I can't even rescue myself. I can only, I mean, obviously I'd lose the quest, but I can still rescue the truck, I guess. But, okay, so which way? This is probably the easiest way, is to go up this path. This is a scout path here. Like this. No idea. I don't think this path is too muddy, but we'll just have to play it careful. And then up that super steep hill that we went up the first time that we came up here. Like that. And this one is going to be back down. So we're going to have to turn around in cockpit view. And then, yeah, let's go this way, like this. So we'll cut through here. There's that sort of river. We can go up this way. This. And then this is going to take us back down, which we can kind of cut across here, but I'll just make the dot this way. And We have 10 minutes and 30 seconds. 10 minutes and 30 seconds to get all the way up there. I think that's the path. So yeah, start here, go straight, kind of facing in the correct direction. Go down this slowly, carefully. Taking all the... We'll take the roads a little faster, but I think we're just going to take it easy. Like once we get onto this path past our Chevy here. That's actually a good place for it. It's sort of like an indicator that I'm going to be going off-road again. This is going to be real slow going up this hill. We're going to have to go in low, and then we're going to have to turn around. And then make our way back down the path. This is a little muddy here, and then we'll be on the road for a little bit, and then this is muddy. There's like a little river we got to cross. And veer right here, go up here, grab this, come back down, go across, and grab the last one. Ooh, this is going to be fun. It doesn't cost us anything, though, and it gives us $3,800 and 220 experience points. So, and we can do this one. Ooh, and it's now daytime. Perfect. And we do this one 5 times, which we're not going to do today. But, alright. I guess, let's get into cockpit view. I don't know if it forces us in right away, but let's just not fail the thing right away. And let's go. Alright, so this is our muddy area down a random non-traveled path, so we're just gonna go slow. I cannot see anything either. I have no idea if I'm gonna like go over a bump. This is what it this is what it looks like though. I'm so gonna fail this. Oh yeah, we're already failed. Oh boy. Well, that was quick. I guess that is... This is a good screenshot. Let's come up with Sure. How about like that? We'll take a couple. I'll decide on one of them. That, like... Okay. So, let's do recovery. We might have to come back later when we get a better scout. There is a much better scout that we get later in the game, or not quite as tippy of a scout like this one. So yeah, let's get over into the Chevy. We're just gonna clear this path out. That was unplanned, even though I kind of knew it was gonna happen. Most of this episode actually was unplanned, so turn our HUD back on. You can see what's going on. Gonna have to steal some fuel from this once we turn it back on its side. So this doesn't actually like break the vehicle. You just gotta have another vehicle to winch it back on its feet. So that's why I left this up here, because we knew that was... like I said, I just had a feeling one of these quests... I kind of thought that the barrel one was going to knock me over, but... and I was going to be rescuing this with the scout, but... Because I have tipped on that one a few times. Let's just put it that way. I've also tipped on the King of the Hill one too. Those paths can get a little sketchy. There was a couple moments there where I did. It was close, but oh well. This one was beyond not even close. This one was a full failure. Okay, so I think it's right up here. Yeah, I see it. I see it hanging off the edge of the hill there. All right, let's get over there. Get it winched onto its feet. And then we're going to take both of these home. Do some upgrades. Because that one can have full-on mud tires now. Was it this way? I think it was the other way. That's okay. And we'll need to look and see. I might swap the Snowrunner box out of this one. I don't want to tip this one either. Alright, let's get into a better spot. We got to get more to where we can tip it. And we're not going to be like on our side trying to pull this thing. Okay, how about like that? I don't want it to roll all the way down the hill at me either. Okay. So let's... Oh, this could be a good... We're going to take one more screenshot. I like that one too. Okay, yeah, that might be the one. All right, so let's pull this. You can get it to roll all the way over. Come on, stop. Don't, nope, 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 nope. Release winch. Oh, not that button. If I can push it, get it back on its... Alright, let's... Nope, it's just gonna keep rolling. I might have to just drag this thing down the hill to where it's flat. That might be the way. Oh, let's go all-wheel drive. That'll help. Okay. So the autonomous scout there would have helped me. Or autonomous winch. I don't know if... I have no idea how I would attach the winch in that view, though. It probably still would have been a failure of the mission. Alright, let's get it out a little further. So, on normal, you would just recover this to the garage. Come on. Come on, come further. Actually, this is okay. I can probably get it on its feet from there. As long as that tree isn't in the way. Might have to drag it from the rear. Let's do that. Let's do that. Attach to the rear. Ooh, it does not want to come out of there. Alright. Well, let's see if we can get it. Gotta get square with it. And hope that this thing has enough power. Should. Alright. Let's pull from right here. Come on. Come on. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't want to recover this thing. have to drag it back up the hill to get it out from this tree. Let's try that, I guess. This is a full-on disaster. Alright, so let's put the rear bumper. Kind of get it... Yeah, there we go. Get it unhooked from that tree. Let's not push it back into the tree. Not bump into it either, preferably. Alright, so now... I carefully turn around. Come on. See if we can drag this out now. Come out of there. Come out a little further. A little further. There we go. There we go. Now I can get it. If I don't push it back into the tree. Alright, let's get this on its... Man, what a mess. What a mess. I'm getting low on gas, too. Good thing this has got some gas in it. Alright. Go to that one. You come back on your feet. Don't tip back over. Alright. Let's get out of here. Let's... turn this truck off. Change to the other truck. Refuel. The roof rack. Scout. The Chevy. Good enough. Yeah, we got plenty of fuel in this thing. Alright, let's get out of here. Not in in-cab view. We're gonna do this both at the same time. And we're going to talk about the next episode. Alright, let's get moving. Get on the road. Alright, there we go. So, next time, we're not going to be back doing this quest. We're going to leave it until we have a stronger truck. I could do it with the Chevy probably, but it's a little less tippy than this one, but I just don't trust myself. I don't really do the whole driving from the cab thing. We will need to do it eventually, but there's going to be a lot of things we're going to have to come back here for anyhow before we're done. So we'll see. Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I won't. But like I said, there's some better scout vehicles that I might buy before we leave here. There's a purchasable vehicle that is not a DLC. I could buy a DLC too, but I think we're gonna buy a different vehicle eventually that is gonna carry us a long way. That is a scout vehicle. So that's the possibility, then we'll come back and do it with that. But that's not going to be in the next episode. Next episode is going to be basically Smithville Dam scouting. We're going to be unlocking watchtowers, getting upgrades, upgrading vehicles again. These two vehicles will probably be over in Smithville Dam already, ready to go. We'll bring them over to the garage there, off camera. And I think that's where we're going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode, as always. Give a like, give a comment, subscribe down at the bottom if you would like to be notified when the next episode comes out. I don't know if you can hear my dog barking upstairs. He's playing with his toy. His name is Rocky. He also would like you to subscribe. But that's where we're going to leave it today. I'm going to get to the garage. I hope you like the fast forward motion. I kind of think it's a neat idea, and it allows me to do a little bit more in these episodes, because there's just a lot of travel time now. We're going to have a lot of things where we're traveling between maps, but that's the next episode. We'll be in Smithville Dam. We'll go from there, and thanks again for watching.